Hello. Today I'll be giving a lecture on systems of governance. I'll be using empire as the primary sort of example to describe these systems of governance and how they actually operate, the logic behind them, the philosophy, how they come to be, and why it is they are effective at what they do, or perhaps not effective. I'll mostly be using empire, but I'll also be discussing monarchy. And to discuss any of these systems of governance, we have to understand some basic concepts such as tribe, kings, stuff like that. And so by necessity I'll be including those in the video, but in the future I might make separate videos on them to describe them so that people can just reference those if they need to catch up. But yeah, that'll be up today. Hopefully. I'm not well skilled with editing videos on my computer, just maybe going back and forth as I would do on this or the shorts or TikTok is probably more or less my capability, but I'll do what I can. I'm also considering posting videos in a series as if you were perhaps one of my apprentices. So if you were studying directly under me, the things I might have you do as a practice, as perhaps things that you would be expected to read or to come to an understanding of, etc. Now it's difficult to do this, particularly modernly, because people have sort of deviated so vastly in various different directions based on their opinions of these sort of phenomena that you can experience spiritually and magically. But there are some foundational things that I could share that I'd get you started on as an apprentice, because they would be expected of you throughout the entirety of your sort of continued participation in the temple. Whether or not I do that, it depends on, I guess, on the response I get. Additionally, I've seen a few videos suggesting that there is a growing desire for voices that can speak to a philosophical or spiritual reality in live streaming spaces. And I play video games and make art and stuff, so there's stuff I can live stream, no problem. But the issue has been up to this point that people aren't really interested in what I have to say in addition to the game that may be happening right sort of in the background. I was under the impression that people were interested by the game predominantly, but I suppose it was always just people wanting to be in a shared space with personalities they enjoyed. If that's the case, then I have so much to talk about in terms of spirituality, all right, philosophy. In which case, I might be interested in doing that if that's something that people are looking for.